is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Agbana. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
From the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. We saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the ride. Keeps it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Knocked down for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball somewhere.
Takes the easy completion. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He breaks a tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coach. You know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple of yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Guys, sometimes they call this hidden yardage, and the punt return man set them up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Duke took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Finds the tight end. Crosses to 35. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Now improvising. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They're trying to slam it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gives it on the option. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example.
Got some room entered to the goal line, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Now on the move. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
They're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else. But 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Melton. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. That's
tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle. It's Denson. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Let's go! Let's go! Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on 3rd down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Here we go, here we go. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tiger. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This one's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley on the left. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Tulsa wasting no time. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun. Rushes on him. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Tiger! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Direct snap. They're going to run it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. There he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take. He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tulsa wasting no time. Back to pass, it's Melton. Here's the pressure. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run the option. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Denson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs for the tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Looking for a man. It's Melton. Got a man. It's Addison. On the move is the 30. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
At the 38. And that's a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So here comes the Auburn offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.